Hey everyone, Miv here, and welcome back to my Completionist playthrough of the Baldur's Gate Saga with the SCS mod. Alright, as I said at the end of the last episode, we are really due for a scribing session and an identification session. And of course I'm stumbling over my words because this is the same day. I still want to record one more episode, and my brain is just not functioning, so please forgive me for lackluster commentary if I keep stumbling over my words, but this is how it needs to be, I guess, in this one. Anyway, we've been able to get some potions of genius, which Imoen is now going to drink. And 2 potions of genius, of course, is going to make her super intelligent and give her 25 intelligence. And that is going to allow her to identify quite a bit of stuff, like these arrows of piercing. By the way, we still have Rinnie's quest to do. Yeah, another ring of wizardry, like I said. So let's just dump some stuff on the ground so she has more room. And let's proceed with the identification. These... Oh, she can even identify wands of fire now. That's pretty nice. Also, let's have these out so we don't forget about them. Alright. We're going to dump everything on Imoen here. Even clicking isn't going well. Not even my brain functioning, but even my hand, I guess. Anyway, let's identify some of those. So, mace +1. Spear +2 from Jasil, halberd +1, medium shield +1, another wand of fire, and those are really cool wands of fire, like 22 charges and 18 charges. I think this is going to make me sell these ones, just so they have a couple of charges left on Aganazar's Scorcher, but you know, they just clutter up our inventory, and I only have 1 mage, and these ones are only usable by mages and sorcerers, so I can't really make use of more than 1 at the same time. So I'm going to just keep these 2 very high charge wands. And look at this, we have basically 40 charges between these 2 wands. We're never going to run out of fireballs. There's not a way that we would ever be able to spend all of these fireballs. So we have wand of magic missiles with 30 charges. I think, yeah, you have one with 4, which we're going to sell. Oh yeah, and these ones we need to sell. I've been cluttering our inventory there. I'll actually keep it for now. Alright, light crossbow +1, chainmail +1. Oh, another these gauntlets of weapon expertise. Apparently she cannot identify. Bolts of lightning. I thought we had some bolts of lightning on Koran, but nope. Had bolts of biting there. Anyway, so these are the gauntlets of ogre power, kind of a classic D&D item, providing us with that strength. Alright, now let's get some of the Yeslik's stuff. Can you identify any of those? Nope. Alright, that doesn't matter. Oh yeah, this sword from Cloakwood spider area we still have. So this is scimitar +1, and this is that Rashad's Talon. Rashad actually is kind of a interesting name because there's going to be a Rashad in Baldur's Gate 1 that we're going to meet later. Alright, so plenty of swords, long swords +1, and this is the armor from Simeon, which is an extra kind of plate armor +1 that the enhanced edition provides through that encounter. Another medium shield +1, which is something that Jaheira is going to sell. And splint mail +1. Alright, more long swords, more bastard swords, spears. These cloaks of protection, and this you probably won't be able... Oh wow! You are even able to identify that manual of quickness of action. So this is the Tome of Dexterity that will increase our dexterity by 1 permanently. this is the additional belt of slashing protection. You can't identify that, I guess. Alright, so this is Kondar. And this is the sword, the bastard sword that Aldeth Session Star gave us. And as you can see, it's a +3 versus shapeshifters. And that matters in a certain circumstance, so I'm going to hold on to it. Maybe in Senashira's hands, because we're going to have something else. This is Albruin. This is Simeon's bastard sword that we basically did that encounter for, and it can cast a very nice scroll, very nice spell. Jesus, this is going to be a commentary disaster, I think. All right, so Cloak of Protection, just a standard protection item, just in the form of a cloak. This one. So actually, Imoen can have one. Koran has a magically enchanted armor, that's Shadow Armor +3, so he is not able to equip any protection items at the same time. She has a ring. Yeslik also has a ring, but these cloaks are really nice because rings, there's generally more nice rings than there are cloaks in Baldur's Gate 1 especially. So actually we might take this ring and just put it into our gem bag for now. And yeah, she has the amulet. And we're going to give this cloak to Yeslik for his protection item, because he probably is going to switch to that Ring of Holiness, and maybe if we want to use this ring, keep using this ring still on him, you know, he's going to be able to wear those two rings that way. Alright, anyway. Now we also have these arrows of biting, and it seems that that is it. That is everything. Let's just sort our arrows a little bit better. Alright, now let's sell. So yeah, we can sell these wands. We can sell the ninja toe, the mace, this normal club +2, spear +2, short sword, medium shield, halberd. This is going to free up so much of our inventory space. Can sell these potions. Alright. Okay, so I think this is it for now. Now we're going to have to do... Oh yeah, why am I picking this up? Of course we also have that ring to sell. And now we're going to have to give Imoen this scroll case, and I think I might actually memorize, since we still have, you know, another, we'll basically have another free scroll of Cloudkill to use at some particular point. I don't really have a specific encounter right now in my mind to use that on, but we can actually use one of these scrolls for Imoen to memorize. Can memorize that. Haste, of course. Yes, please. Slow. Yes, please. Blur, of course. Minor globe, you know it. Domination, you better believe it. Oh no, I didn't actually click the 2 backpack thing, because we basically ran out of space after selecting all of those spells. So let's do that again quickly. Alright, and let's learn. Of course, all of this is going to succeed because we have 25 intelligence. Alright, so where were we? Vampiric Touch, Domination, Powered Sleep, I guess, Confusion, Chaos, Sunfire, Teleport Field, Secret Word. Oh, all of those tasty, juicy spells, man. Nice, very nice. There's not many things that get me excited so much as getting new spells, I guess. Oh yeah, Spirit Armor, Melf's Minute Meteor, Spider Spawn. Yes, yes. Alright. Now, of course, that also frees up a lot of space in our scroll case for some more scrolls to pick up. Oh yeah, they don't want to buy these cursed scrolls, huh? You know what, Jaheira, just dump them on the ground, and I'm tired of carrying that stuff. Yeah, we proved the point. I just wanted to show you that, you know, there are different, like, types of cursed scrolls. I want to identify pretty much everything. But yeah, Jaheira is our strong kind of, you know, with these gauntlets, she's another strong person to carry stuff around. And I think this is it. And you know what?
Yes.
I don't want to rest and rest only for the purpose of like memorizing identification and whatnot. So I think I am going to, for the first time in this playthrough, showcase the ability of merchants to identify stuff. I am going to identify this bastard sword by just paying 100 gold to a merchant that's knowledgeable in the magical arts, I guess. So we can identify that. You get the description here, but it's just better to view it here. And this is a bastard sword Albruin. So the +1 bastard sword with +3 damage actually, and it can cast Detect Invisibility once per day, which is a very useful thing to have. And of course it also makes you immune to poison, which is another cool thing. And we're probably going to have this on Kirinai because she can cast the Necklace of Missiles, but besides that she doesn't have too much to do outside of just providing us with, of course, devastating 3 attacks per round. But that's going to be her task, at least for now, to take care of Albruin. Alright, guys.
Yes, certainly.
We need to reorganize here. And with this guy, of course, we still have that Nemphrase ring and Archeon's Bloodstone amulet. So Ordolinian warned us against these 2 necromancers, and if we hand in these items to him, oh yeah, this is actually something very similar to what he said the first time we talked to him. Here he like officially gives us the quest, I guess, to steal those trinkets from them. Well, let's just say we've obtained them, okay? Let's not delve into the details there. So yeah, I hope no blood was shed to get these, for that may rest heavy on your conscience. Well, you know what? Let's not talk about it. Here are the pieces of jewelry that you were after. Fools are to be suffered in this world, not slaughtered. Well, this is not what a chaotic good character does with evil fools, I guess. Anyway, he bestows upon us 3,500 experience, and actually gives us the normal versions, I guess, of Bloodstone Amulet and an Onyx Ring so that we can sell them, and he gives us another cloak of non-detection, which we will, of course, sell as we did with the first one.
Yes.
Because we don't really have that kind of a character that would make use of it. Now I'm also thinking, since we have a ton of money and our Greenstone Amulet only has 3 charges, I will just, I think, recharge it. Although I will not abuse its charges. We have the proper cloak.
Yes.
I will not abuse its charges, like, you know, I have not abused any. This, by the way, costs a lot to recharge because it's going to have 50 charges now. So you can see how you could easily just recharge that for for like almost 7,000 gold. It's actually not that, you know, not that big of a sum in our current financial situations, but I will still not, of course, I will not abuse these charges, and I will not use that Greenstone Amulet everywhere and, you know, whenever I can, but I will use the charges sparingly, as I've done up to this point. Alright, also, before we go to rest and stuff, we can talk with oh, I don't have the thing for Uric, but we've dealt with that basilisk that this dude here wanted us to deal with, so we can inform him of that. Yeah, thank the gods for bored adventurers. I don't know what we'd do without you. Yeah, 500 gold pieces and 1,300 experience, which is pretty nice. We're going to be back to this district on multiple occasions anyway. Alright, so now I think... Is it a little time to rest? I think we're going to rest once. And that's going to put us into nighttime. That is going to open up some quests.
It is done.
With Narlin.
Certainly.
I kind of always like resting in Elf Song. It seems like the main kind of place to rest at.
I am here. It is done.
You want some whiskey?
Alright, let's treat ourselves to a nice rest at the, or in the Royale room. Royal room.
Your concern?
I don't know why I said Royale like that. Alright, anyway. Since we're on a couple of timed quests,
Done.
I mean, they are like 10 days long quests, but, you know, I'm not going to be wasting my time here. And we're going to go to this docks district, just for a moment. And now we're going to go north to the central area, and we're going to explore a little bit of that. Oh, I misclicked. Now we're good. Okay.
Yes, certainly.
First, we of course cannot miss out on this gold. And there's one room, there's one house I want, because there's more houses here, and I guess we could get some paltry experience for unlocking these doors, but there's basically nothing to get in there. Here, there's a little something.
Indeed. Indeed.
And Senashira can take care of all that on her own. There's a dagger +1, some 6 gold. It also has a unique barrel. Usually in this like interior layout, this
Indeed.
barrel is not lootable.
Indeed.
Anyway, so about 100 gold we've gained from getting that dagger. But just showing that there's something interesting in there.
Certainly.
Alright, so these are the stairs up to the big wall.
It is done.
And here we can actually uncover the top of the Iron Throne tower. And if that can actually remind you of something, especially if you've ever watched the introductory cutscene to Baldur's Gate, especially the classic one. Maybe not so much the enhanced edition one, but the classic one, you know, actually has some action kind of on top of this tower, wouldn't you say? That looks familiar. Anyway, one thing I've already mentioned a couple times before, but if you killed Aldeth in Cloakwood and helped the druids, here you would meet his brother Dabron approaching you, and, you know, I've talked about his crossbow like multiple times now. But yeah, that's where that encounter would take place. Oh yeah, and here we have a little East to Marketplace sign. Here's Dracon's Tavern. There's pretty much nothing in it, except this barrel with an onyx ring.
Nature, yes, as good as done.
Certainly.
Right, anyway, let's approach that marketplace.
Excuse me, please let me speak.
And
Before
here,
you attack.
here comes Lothander. If you remember, he was the accomplice
I am here.
of Marek, who threatened us
It is
before.
done.
Yeah, partner of the assassin Marek. I do not wish to do you harm. Well, we'll give you a chance. Make it quick. My partner, Marek, has poisoned all of you. While you slept, he slipped a slow-acting magical poison into your rations. You have about 10 days to live. Common priest spells won't help you. Only one thing can, and that's the antidote. I can help you find it, if you help me first. Don't try to lie to us, scum. But let's be nicer. What do you want us to do? My problem is this. I don't work for the Iron Throne because I wish to, but rather because I have been forced. I have been enspelled with a Aegeus. If I do not obey everything that Marek orders of me, the spell will take effect and I shall waste away. I need a way to rid myself of the spell. I know of a diviner at the market square who may have the answers I seek, but I don't have the money to pay him. Will you help me? Alright, we will. So take us to the diviner. So his tent is here. Fortune teller, and this guy is actually for real. He actually grants like one vision, I guess, or answers one question per day,
It is done.
and you actually can get some information from him. Anyway, here are some gambling tents. This one, and here there's another one that you can enter from there. And I've never really showed this. There's nothing too special in there, just, you know, these games and stuff. And you might have seen things like that at the Nashville Carnival or in other places, in Baldur's Gate, for example, in these taverns and stuff. But I've never really shown you, like...
You're a lucky fella, aren't you?
You know, you can basically gamble your money away, I guess. But these guys actually have some unique lines.
You're a lucky fella, aren't you? Come in poor, walk out rich.
Yeah, that's how it usually works out with gambling, right? Anyway, let's visit that diviner. Alright, so here he is.
Knowledge used wisely is the most powerful of tools.
So he wants 50 gold. Here's the money, sir, but you'd better be for real. I am for real, and he, as I said, is for real. Alright, so you can ask, for example, who's the richest man in Baldur's Gate and where does he keep all of his money? And he say that it's Antar Silvershield and he keeps his riches in his estate. We will visit that estate later. You know, what is the Iron Throne's agenda, which we, well, haven't discovered fully yet, but, you know, or who is the leader of the Iron Throne? He will say who are the leaders of the Iron Throne, actually, but anyway, let's ask him about Lothander's Geas. Only the High Priestess Jelantha Mistmere of Umberly has the power to remove Lothander's Geas. She can be found at the Water Queen's house. It is difficult to see whether or not she will help you. I cannot answer any more questions. You must leave. Well, I will leave at my own leisure.
My life is in shambles.
Anyway, so he's weeping here. And, you know, we will take pity on him and, of course, help him there. So this is one of the quests in which the Temple of Umberly is involved in. So he's going to wait at us at the Blade and Stars Inn in the southeastern district. Anyway, so that's one thing that we need to do in that temple. But that's not all that we're going to do.
Yes, it is done.
6 gold. I'm not going to even pick that up.
Indeed.
Alright, anyway, there are some houses here.
I am certainly.
Still have a little bit of time. Here's Nadine.
Delilia guides the way of all those that seek the path home.
And apparently her son, Uric, has run away again. And we've met him at that one tavern or inn in the south eastern district. So she's worried about him and she wants us to deliver an amulet that will protect him. And this is just a normal amulet of protection +1, and this is yet again one of these quests where you can you know, decide to keep the item or deliver it to the whoever you're supposed to deliver it to. So of course we're going to do the good thing and deliver it. And also one thing, of course, I forgot because my brain is just in shambles right now, is to check out Imoen's look at her spell selection here. Check out her new spells and perhaps change some of them. So now let's roll with what I've had here, but also when she leveled up she also got another level 2 spell which I didn't even choose for her. So here there's a lot of good options. I am partial to Glitter Dust and some mirror images. In Web right now I think I might memorize it for like a little later on, but for now in these Baldur's Gate City encounters I don't think Web is going to be particularly effective. Even Glitter Dust, you know, we probably actually might go with some Acid Arrow. Maybe if we dispel a mage first, but probably if we cast like, you know, Invisibility, Purge, and then, you know, Spell Thrust and stuff, probably Melf's Acid Arrow wouldn't even be the next thing to cast in that situation there, if that mage is still alive at that point. Which, if it is, we've done a bad job. Pretty much. Anyway, I guess let's show off Glitter Dust maybe at some point. Alright, so Nadine. You didn't offer me enough of an incentive, I guess, to find your son. So I'm just going to take that incentive from your house.
It is done.
Luck be a
Now
lady.
this
It is
house,
done.
Yes, luck be a lady.
I certainly. It is done.
not sure if there's anything
done.
upstairs here. Alright, pretty much a waste of time.
Yes, certainly. It is done.
Alright, there's a couple of things that we could do still in the episode. There's going to be an angry lady. Actually, let's leave our party here, and Senashira alone is going to explore. This is a manor, Felonius's Gist's Manor. We're going to visit that later. There's a quest for that. Where are you, lady?
Well, I never.
There ought to be a law to keep lecherous old men like Ragefast off the streets. Ragefast is one of the prominent mages in Baldur's Gate City. Lecherous what's like who? Oh, he makes me seethe. He's a mage on a power trip, and what does he do? He acquires his own personal nymph and enslaves her in his quarters. And she wished the world was rid of men. So Jaheira, being the voice of reason, tells us that, you know, if Jaheira is the voice of reason, then there's something really not right with that lady. Alright, so she can command you if you say this, but of course this is logic here. Trust me, we'd make do. Yeah, you would find a way, right? Anyway, before ending the episode, let's just do this burglary job for the Thieves Guild. This is the estate where we're supposed to steal the 3 components needed for making these Halrua flying ships that the Thieves Guild leader Alatos wanted us to retrieve, preferably without killing anyone. So we're going to do just that. We're going to leave some spots open in Koran's inventory. He actually has potions of invisibility, which is nice. And first off, he might actually not want to stealth. I'm just looking for my hotkey there. Oh yeah, stealth succeeded now, so we're going to enter with stealth on, and let's actually give him the boots of speed. Now, you can explore this manor, and you can talk to Glanmarie here, for example, and you can kind of bluff your way that you are the newly hired like room service and stuff like that. But you know, most of these options are pretty much going to end up with her calling the guards. So let's go upstairs. There's some more stuff to explore here. Here's Oberon, the owner. But what we're looking is on the 3rd floor. And here we have the 3 daughters of Shandalar, Helshara, Ithmira, and Delorna. And if you come upstairs here, it's pretty much inevitable that this is going to end up in a fight. And killing them will provide a different kind of consequence later on in the game, which I will explain when we are there. But anyway, the ingredients, all 3 ingredients are here. And now we're just going to use our potion of invisibility. Why am I even... Let's use it from here. And we're going to get out of her. Get out of here. And yeah, we're done with this job. A perfect, stealthy burglary. Retrieving the items. Let's just unlock this area here. Retrieving the items with no one knowing about us. No one being the wiser about what happened. And yeah, that's it. Oh, one more thing before ending the episode. I just wanted to say that I'm probably not going to be uploading much in the next couple of days, and this is most likely going to be the last episode before the holidays. So I just wanted to wish you all a Merry Christmas, Happy Holidays, and all that good stuff. And once the holiday-related craziness calms down a little bit and I'm back to my regular schedule, I'm going to be back to providing you with a daily dose of Baldur's Gate just like before. And I also have some other ideas that I would like to do in the future. So anyway, just a heads up, if there are no uploads in the next couple of days, do not worry. We'll be back with Baldur's Gate soon. So once again, Merry Christmas, and as usual, thank you for watching, and I'll see you soon.